let's go through the entire Five Nights at Freddy's lore, because this is a Five Nights at Freddy's channel now. Five Nights at Freddy's is a franchise of family-friendly horror games filled with wacky mascots that want to shove you into an animatronic suit with the hardware still inside. It is a horror game made by a religious man named Scott Cawthon that used his detractors' reviews of his other games, saying that his characters looked like freaky pizzeria animatronics. The gameplay includes checking cameras and random number generation, with enemies moving towards you with certain parameters met. And if you don't anticipate their attacks or ward them off, you get jump scared. One of the main reasons that Five Nights at Freddy's, or FNAF as the cool kids call it, is popular because of its non-linear, experimental storytelling, with very minimal details, causing a whole community to theorize on the history of the games and their characters with their games, books, and Funko Pops, maybe? Sometime before 1983, there was a restaurant made by two robotics geniuses named Henry Emily and William Afton. They had two mascots, one being Fredbear, a large golden bear animatronic, and Spring Bonnie, who was an equally gold bunny animatronic. Both of them had the ability to be animatronics and costumes, with them having a cool new innovation of spring locks inside of them that would push the animatronic out so a person could get in and sit snug as a rug in it. The issue is with spring locks is that if you're not in a very nice tempered environment and make rigid movements, they have a risk of failing, with them suddenly snapping the animatronic skeleton back to place with the person inside, skewering them. After that, Henry Emily and William Afton would make a few more restaurant and businesses, including Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, which became a chain restaurant, and Circus Baby's Pizza World, which was clown-themed. During this time, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria became famous, with its new mascots including Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, as well as the Spring Rock animatronics, with them having a toy line and a successful cartoon show. The animatronics of Circus Baby's Pizzeria had a small little design quirk, where they would kidnap and kill children if they were near and alone. Why? I don't know. Don't ask me. Anyone who has a real reason why is lying, because there is no real reason. This backfired when Circus Baby killed the engineer of the animatronic's daughter, which is William Afton. Man, imagine if William Afton instead made it so they had a good trait, like subscribing to freelance at youtube.com. Oh wow. This caused the discovery of the substance of the soul known as Remnant, that is produced by a strong emotion in some sort of white liquid metal that humans produce. This is usually absorbed by other types of metal. This would cause the not alive child and robot to be melded into one, haunting the robot with the soul of the daughter. This caused Circus Baby's Pizza World to be shut down immediately, with it being covered up as a non-existent gas leak, with the animatronics now being used as rentals for parties, while also becoming William Afton's devilish little new workshop to make more animatronics for the purposes of Remnant collection, for some reason. Why? I don't know, dude. Maybe so he could get his daughter back, maybe to obtain immortality through haunted metal. The only thing I know for sure is that some kids are gonna die. At some point around the year of 1983, William Afton started doing his signature shenanigans at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, with a few children going missing, with the first of them probably being the kid that haunts Chico, but with the main one being the kid of Henry Emily, his daughter Charlie, who had a security puppet to keep her safe. William Afton sent Charlie back to the lobby before the puppet could save her, with it eventually breaking free and crawling on top of the body, causing Charlie's spirit to possess it. William had a child that was scared of animatronics because of a few things, including nightmare fuel that lurked his halls at night, courtesy of William Afton, making animatronics that can shift in shape and size, changing on a person's perception of them. The child cried a lot, and was also bullied by his older brother, Michael Afton, who put his head in the mouth of Fredbear and then...
Was that the bite of 87?
No, that wasn't the bite of 87. That was the bite of 83 that caused the child to die, with voices promising to put them back together, of unknown origin. Freddy Fazbear sometime in 1987 would also get a new refurbishment, with some new glossy toy animatronics, including Toy Freddy, which, he's fat. Toy Chica, whose existence the internet has never truly recovered from, as well as Toy Bonnie and a destroyed version of Toy Foxy named Mangle, Balloon Boy, and the puppet, as well as withered variations of the old animatronics. This all worked out great until William Afton caused the second missing children incident, with Mangle most likely causing the bite of 87 at the end of the week. So yeah, that was the bite of 87. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza then shuts down with their location changing. And just a bit of a warning, the next part of the timeline is not actually concrete, with it being a bit wonky because there's no exact answers. So we're going to go with this. So in the new establishment with refurbished original animatronics during Cold and Stormy Night, they were all dismantled for their Remnant, with William Afton doing it and most likely storing the Remnant in a spring Bonnie suit. So yeah, he's also purple for some reason. He runs into the spring Bonnie suit when a bunch of the spirits of the souls trapped inside try to attack him, and when he does, water dripping on it and him laughing makes him get crushed by the spring locks, and he melds with the animatronic. El Bozo. Sometime after, William Afton's eldest son, Michael Afton, was trying to find his father, so he went to Circus Baby's Pizzeria Rentals to go find his sister, who has been dead for a long time, where she is now part of Circus Baby, with her still trying to follow in her father's footsteps. Michael Afton has to survive multiple nights in Circus Baby's pizzeria with her advice, and then gets unceremoniously gutted and has animatronics put into him. His innards get replaced with the amalgamation of the animatronics named Ennard. He rotted, turned purple, just like his dad, and was abandoned by the animatronics, with his body reanimating out of sheer will. Also, all the animatronics inside of Ennard were kind of having a civil war with Circus Baby, where she kind of divided off into her own girl boss animatronic. And then Michael Afton, posing as one Mike Schmidt, goes to the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location. Pretty sure nothing happens here, besides him trying to find his dad. But then, in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, Michael Afton and William Afton meet, with William Afton being Springtrap, rotting in his spring body costume for many years. This attraction would be burnt down by Michael Afton, with him hopefully freeing his father and killing him. But William Afton survived, because he can't die. Until Pizzeria Simulator comes around, where all loose ends in the story converge on one location, with it ending in one big fire yet again, with pieces of Ennard, Circus Baby, Springtrap, and the puppet being cleansed in fire. And as for security breach and all that, it's most likely all happening again, with their souls being put into different bodies in different ways, and there's like 3 variations of the purple guy running around at once. So yeah, that's Five Nights at Freddy's. That was fun. Making this video made my skin crawl. If you like this format of me explaining stuff, you should sub to the channel. Happy April Fools, and see you next April, Five Nights at Freddy's fans.